Your mic is muted, just so you know. Oh, is it? I guess that's because I tested something yesterday and it didn't really work. So I tinkered around with the permissions and they only seem to apply when you rejoin the channel for some reason. It's kind of weird. I wanted to try muting everybody so I can hold my speech without anyone interrupting. You should be able to talk now. Is this my hanger? No, it's the next one. Try this one. Oh, this must work again. Oh. Let me change region to US East.
Oh shit, it worked.
Yeah, I thought that would cause some troubles.
What is it, hosted somewhere weird?
It was in EU, but I remember that on this radio we had the same problems, that EU was less stable than US for some reason.
I'm gonna blame Comcast for no reason.
I don't think we have that here.
No, you got something else to hate over there.
Right, okay. Diddy, my friend Diddy is the next closest engineer. Right, in Leasty. Ah! It's one of the old words. First mapped by Explorer data. What? Oh, okay. So, are you all ready? Set?
Yep, I'm docked up in Lincoln Hub or Station or whatever it is around good old Earth.
Yep. I got the range. Now I need my protection. So, need to engineer shields and
Are you still
hull.
engineering your exploration ship for this mission?
Yeah, I started yesterday.
That's
To be fair, I did most of it. I did most of it with remote workshop.
It's some world-class procrastination right there.
Oh, blame a Fargo.
I mean, I assume you've been getting materials and the like for a while, though.
2 days I was gathering materials.
Good grief.
Actually got way more than I needed.
You can never have more than you need. You always need more materials, it's just how it goes.
So I didn't even collect that many raws.
You didn't make a trip out to the Crystal Forest?
Yeah, I did. I have 129 basic Jamponium. I have 41 standard and 59 premium. So set on that, I've got 50 readouts for heat sinks, 95 for life support, and I'm going past that moon.
Ah, shoot, that reminds me I need to visit a raw mat trader to get the
But
other
I got
ingredient for Jumponium.
64. I got 64 premium SRV repairs. So
That's a lot.
I'm gonna need them.
That's probably what I'm gonna do right now is tootle around and do that stuff.
Ten hours and 40 minutes until launch. Slow down, ship, slow down!
Oh, the station's just called Abraham Lincoln.
Freaking hell, that's too fast. By the way, is it possible to cheat the FSD cooldown by turning it off and on again?
I don't know, try it. I know you can do that with the shield regen. 61 Signy.
I should have tested that.
It's probably a little limited in its usefulness.
I mean,
If it does work.
when you fuck up and have an emergency drop.
Oh yeah.
Of course, it won't get you anything if you want to try to jump faster. That's not working.
Right. Because that'll just drop you out of Super Cruise.
Yeah.
Plus, there's usually a star in the way.
Docking procedure completed. Ship secured. Greetings, Commander.
God, I need a new joystick.
Oh, fucking hell. That was calculated wrong by ED Engineer. I don't have enough hybrid capacitors for the sheet booster.
Well,
Yeah, welp. It's pinned anyways, so I can just go to a material trader and just do it there. The rest of it. I hate it when that happens.
so you ready to get out of the bubble?
Mm,
sound like it's gonna be a bit of a Bohica moment with the Thargoids and everything coming up here.
Maybe. Well, how's... Oh, yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna visit the Dweller now. Most important thing is to get the experimentals on. So I had 3 jumps.
Ship released. Departure authorized.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
One thing I will say about the Dolphin is it feels really smooth flying. Like, certainly never going to be my favorite ship, but as far as the constraints of this expedition and what I'm doing with it, it's the best option.
Frameshift drive charging.
It would probably be better if I was in VR or something, just because my screen, it feels like those 2 beams coming in kind of cut off a lot of my view.
4, 3, 2.
But it still looks really nice, broken cockpit.
Yeah.
I like the dashboard of Cobra. It looks kinda cool.
I need a
Right,
pile of it.
fuel scoop test. Can you actually fit multiple fuel scoops on a ship?
I've never tried, but I would suspect no.
Because I think you can on Coriolis.
Complete.
So I was wondering. Okay, I'm definitely not gonna do overcharge for my power plant. It's running a little bit too hard for that, for my taste. Gonna do armored and thermal spread.
So I want tellurium, technetium, so I can trade all my ruthenium and selenium.
Fuel scooping complete.
Someone's asking how close we get to Colonia. Well, I can tell him in a minute.
Oh, we don't.
Where's the expedition chat? No, general chat.
Alright. Is there a crystal forest that does yttrium or not?
Yep, there is.
I'm gonna have to take a trip out there. Either way, I got 29 premium injections. And 47 standard. And 89 basic. Alright, I gotta figure which crystal forest I'm running off to now. That would be in engineering help, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. B5C and B5A.
Orbital flight engaged.
1700 light years. It's not too bad. .36 jumps. So what time we're launching in game?
Few minutes after 2000.
I got plenty of time.
Depending on how fast we get ourselves sorted out for it. You know, with winging people in and stuff.
Yeah,
Falcon, Relay C Delta,
I
Romeo,
got tons of time, man.
Automated flight control protocol initiated.
I'll be able to run out here and fill up on my
Prior to landing.
G4 raws and probably top off a lot of lower tier stuff too.
To landing pad 06.
Which way do I have to park on that one? This is a weird engineer base.
They're all a bit weird.
Warning, landing gear not deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking procedure completed. Ship secured. Greetings, Commander.
Dolphin has just ridiculous thermals now too.
Okay, that was just for the experiment effect. Wow. Whoops. Wrong button.
This is absurd. I started my charge at full scoop depth and didn't get to 60% heat.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not complaining, but it seems like they may have a little bit overcompensated.
Yep.
Ship released. Departure authorized.
I wonder if it can overheat in a white dwarf cone.
Is heat the problem in there? I thought it was just
For
generally.
white dwarves, yeah. White dwarves will cook you alive. That's why neutrons are safer.
Huh, interesting.
So I finally saved up just enough to get the paint job of arcs. I get the paint job I wanted.
I also bought mine with arcs.
That's the only way you can do it these days.
Yeah, I mean, but I didn't buy any arcs. It's just completely in-game earned.
What's the point? Like, barring the fact that I don't have money, like, you get 400 a week, and if you're gonna be out tootling around in the black for a few months, then you're gonna hit your cap if you're exploring at all. You get 400 a
Oh,
week.
they
yeah.
buffed that actually. They buffed the exploring arcs. I don't
Well, you
know
get a
how.
lot from it.
Huh?
It's not gonna be any trouble at all to hit the
Oh,
weekly cap within a few days of tootling
I
around.
understood you wrong there. Cause in the beginning it was really hard to just get that from exploring. Yeah, I already hit my cap last week on Friday or Saturday because of AX conflict zones.
Oh yeah. I got a significant amount from doing rescue passenger missions for Fed rank, which I don't even know what my Fed rank is, but I'm hoping to unlock the Corvette at some point, probably after the expedition at this point.
Are you
really
part
wanna
of
get
the
the Corvette.
squadron?
I'm in the Hull Seals
Oh,
squadron.
yeah. So I was hoping that we could get a few more people and then coordinate when we get back to win leaderboards.
Just win the leaderboards by a landslide.
Yeah.
The other thing I was planning on doing was pledging to Li Young Rui.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
And like tripling my haul. But I'll have to remember not to do combat for those 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm. And no, you don't need to wait 4 weeks for that.
Oh really?
It's just you just need the rating. The 4 weeks is only for the pack hounds.
So I pledge to him and do some stuff for him, and then he gives me piles of money for free?
Yeah, basically.
PG. Also gotta check if I have one of those stupid crew people on my roster and fire them if I do.
Yeah. I don't have any. So I rarely
I think-
use them, so...
I think it's a silly mechanic that they take just a flat percentage of whatever the hell you make, rather than a percentage of what you make while they're actively on your crew.
Yeah.
Because I had one on my first expedition out, and
I gonna say when I got the fleet carrier, then I'm gonna hire a low ranked pilot and level them up, because now you can rebuy them. They don't die anymore permanently.
oh. Yeah, they're only useful if you're doing a lot of combat and relying on them heavily, and that's what you do, is a lot of combat. Otherwise it's a waste of money. And if you're gonna do that, then you want to get a helpless one and school him up to the ways of
Yeah.
awesome.
Because that was the problem why I didn't do that before, because you just fuck up one time and you have to start all over again. But now they
What I
changed-
do whenever I need one is I just hire the best one I can find and then fire
Yeah,
them
that's
when
what
I'm
I
done.
did too. Yeah, and then just kick them out afterwards again.
It ends up being cheaper for me that way, and I get a better pilot out of it.
Yeah.
And I have that crate build with the rail guns. That's
Oh my
combine
god!
that with an NPC crew, and
Look at the photos.
I'm piloting. Someone post something new.
That dolphin paint job, it's just brilliant.
Come on, Discord, really?
Flight control routine. Please observe docking protocols. Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 06.
I take it somebody went into a combat zone with their Nemo painted dolphin, right?
Deployed.
No, it's the hyperdiction.
Oh.
Ugh, wrong way around. The engineer base is actually one thing that makes me wanna have space legs, because they look so cool, I wanna explore them on foot.
Is it working now?
Touchdown complete.
Okay. Oh, I can engineer my DSS here as well.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd ever put that paint job on any ship I own. That being said, one of those Japanese airlines painted all their A380s like sea turtles, so I'm not even kidding. It's actually kind of cute, but it's like a completely Japanese thing to do.
Oh wow. I needed a complete set of 10 rolls for my shield gen. Great.
Yeah. I always budget for 10, and usually it's less. God, I don't even know how many grade 5 engineered class 5 frameshift drives I have, but I have a lot.
So now I have to pick experimental effect. The question now is high cap or strip down?
Honestly, I'd go strip down.
It's my sheet strength 132.
It doesn't negatively affect your shield strength, but it positively affects your weight by a decent margin.
Yeah, and high cap positively affects my shield strength and does not negatively affect my jump range.
But how much does it positively affect your shield strength? Like 2%?
8%.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
And did you go
High
heavy
cap.
duty on all your boosters?
Yeah, but only grade 2 so far.
So
Because I ran out of mats there.
so strip down is going to make a pretty big difference tonnage wise on those heavy duty boosters. because they ain't light and fluffy when you heavy duty them.
Not too much. Alright, my lightweight sensors are not grade 5 yet. So I'm just gonna do that.
That's something I still have to unlock is G5 sensors. I haven't been out to Colonia in a while.
For that you don't need Colonia. Leisham
Well,
can do that. And there we go.
I do, because I don't have super high combat levels.
Isn't
Or
he the guy who
life support.
requires you to trade at 50 markets?
Oh yeah, that guy. He's a dick. I don't like him.
Surface scanner. It's
I
expanded
still have a
probe
lot of
radius.
markets
Here
to
we
go.
Ooh, whoa, that was a good roll.
I never did a lot of market stuff, that's the issue.
Yeah, usually nobody does. It's just
Back in the day, it used to be.
Oh
you know,
yeah,
market
okay,
trading
yeah,
was-
back in the day, yes. But for the engineer, you just grab 50 tons of something and just hop over to 50 markets. Or how many there's left.
Yeah, I don't need very many. I just never sat down and said, okay, I'm gonna unlock this guy.
Oh, screw the engineer. It did not display every mod apparently, so I can't completely grade 5 my probe radios because I'm lacking tin and proto radio ligators. Anyways, it's almost at maximum, so it doesn't really matter. But still, that is annoying when it doesn't really work with shopping list like it's supposed to.
Yeah. Probably shopping list's a little out of date. Nobody noticed.
Or the import function from Coriolis is not perfect. And it just leaves out some mods.
Hmm.
Anyways, that is that done. So, oh yeah, power plant, that's important. Hiratani. Oh, it's a bit far away.
Ship restraints disengaged. Commence departure.
Yeah, it's funny. I've never really done a whole lot but exploration, and once you go on a few good exploration trips, like, you just don't worry about money that much.
Yep.
Disengaging automated light.
Especially after Distant Worlds 2, and you come back and you have what, like, if you didn't have 1 billion in exploration data, you did something wrong.
Yep.
One thing I'm planning on doing for this trip when I have time is turning off my FSD booster before I plot, and then turning it on when I'm done plotting.
To save fuel and just explore more
Yeah.
systems.
Hit more stars and save a bit of fuel.
But I think what I'm gonna do for the first time is do some economic plotting patches.
Ooh. See, that's painful.
No, not to gain distance, just to explore, you know?
Yeah, for that, it makes a lot of sense, because you'll hit a lot of systems in between that people just jumped over. Because
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing
I'm
about.
just gonna go to an area where I think, okay, let's just look for stuff here, and pick a point as a target, and then just echo plot, so I don't have to care about plotting and selecting systems I want to go to when I just want to see as much as possible.
Yeah, that's one thing I really am like baffled by is like the huge push for super high jump range for exploration. It's like you get more out of it when you jump more, but okay. I guess that's the focus a lot of people have of going to somewhere rather than just not going anywhere, just sort of heading off in a direction.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we do have a kind of schedule, and you want to make sure that you make that in time, but yeah. It's also a good thing that the meetups are on Saturdays, because you can spend the coming Sunday to like make the most of a distance to the next waypoint if you want.
Yeah.
So you can be more safe and just can use the rest of the week to explore the area.
Although with the job I just got, I'm probably not going to be available a lot of Saturdays. I'll probably be able to make one meetup or another. It's fine. It seems like it's going to be a pretty decent job, and it'll pay the bills, so that's that.
Ooh, binary.
Plus, it's pretty cool when they tell you that the top vice president of the company started as a cashier that could barely speak English, and now she's one of Forbes' 40 most powerful women in business. So,
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah.
not many companies where you can work up like that, that's for sure. Not that I plan to.
Yeah, my father started out relatively young. He did an apprenticeship for, I don't know what it would be called in English. It's repairing small machines and stuff.
So yeah, it was like small engine repair.
It's not about engines. The company my dad works at is oh my god, I don't know what those things are called in
So
English.
like maintenance department type stuff, where
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
this thing on the factory broke, so we call the guys and they come fix it.
It is the maintenance department of a factory.
Yeah.
And let me just try to Google the name of the thingies he's repairing. Google Translate, come on. Because I have actually absolutely no idea what they're called. Okay, Google can't translate that.
What do they do, the machines?
They put little metal thingies into stuff.
Like rivets?
Clips. Metal clips, and they use compressed air to do that.
Oh, okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
So it's like a rivet gun of sorts, kind of.
Yeah, and yeah, the company is manufacturing those, and he started out repairing those, and now he is head of customer support in that location.
So when all the Karens call up and say,
I want to speak to your manager.
Yeah, and
The
that's
guy
my
to
dad.
get.
That manager is my dad.
lovely. I was watching a video on YouTube yesterday, this guy that debunks a lot of like pseudoscience and flat Earth types. And he was doing this video on this guy who got offended at some like company that makes probiotic like pills, and they had an ad that said flat Earth, zero science. Our product is 100% science. And this flat Earth nutcase got all pissed off and went and called the company, called their customer service line to complain about it. And so he makes his case, and expecting the poor girl on the other end of the phone to, I don't know, take a side and say, well, actually this or that. And instead she just refuses to make any statement one way or the other regarding the validity of his claims, and simply says, well, thank you for bringing that to our attention. I'll be sure to pass that along to the advertising department and all this stuff. And this guy didn't know what to do because he was expecting to start some big argument on the phone with this poor woman. And she just shut him down. It was the funniest thing ever. Oh man. And he just sat there like spluttering for a few more minutes, trying to figure out ways of spinning it so that he looked like a victim, and then stopped.
Yeah, but if it's a good company or a good call center, then it doesn't work because those people are trained for exactly that.
Yeah, I was impressed by that response, though. I thought that was fantastic.
That's actually what one of my friends is doing. He's working in a call center.
Besides, I'm sure in your dad's case, having worked to repair the things, I'm sure he knows exactly the ins and outs of everything, so
oh, yeah.
It's probably helpful.
He also teaches other people on how to do that and so on. So he's actually gone quite a bit around the world, because it's not exactly a small company. He's been to South America, to China and stuff.
Well, like, Germany does have a lot of pretty high-end manufacturing, so...
Yeah.
It's one of the things I'm kind of annoyed at my country, the US, is because, I don't know, it seems like the government isn't doing things to protect American jobs, you know? It's like, in my mind, if I have a country and I want my country to succeed economically, I should make it easy to import raw materials and hard to import finished goods, right? That way it, you know, encourages finished goods manufacturing, which boosts the economy. But, yeah, they're not doing that. Instead, they're putting taxes on lumber from Canada and stuff, which is idiotic. But whatever.
Falcon, Lily, Delta, Romeo,
How many
November.
jumps am I from? Oh,
Ultimate
9
flight
jumps.
control protocol initiated. Please submit a request prior to landing. Docking permission
This,
authorized.
if there's one engineer workshop that I would say is in the middle of nowhere, it's this one.
Is that the one that, like, is way off below the bubble?
Yep.
Oh. I don't know if I've been there.
It's quite an important one too, because power plants.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, for my build I got everything I needed from Felicity in the power plant department.
Yeah,
I guess I did
I
also go
often
to
enough
Marco.
don't. I often enough don't.
Marco Quent can do up to G4 as well.
Yeah,
So.
but I really often, especially for combat ships, you need
Docking
grade 5.
procedure completed. Ship
Yeah.
secured.
And the experimental, for that matter. So...
Well, both Marco and Felicity do experimentals.
oh yeah, right.
So
Anyways.
you really only have to go there just to pin it and then nip off to one of those two.
So this is gonna reduce my jump range a bit, but it's also gonna make me run cooler. So I'm just... oh. I think I should... really wouldn't have... need to go all this way. I could have just gone to Marco, but... I dubbed out on that part.
Oh well, you're there. You might as well make use of it.
Anyways, thermal spread. So it's running cooler now. And...
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
what? Okay, now it's weird. What happened to my jump range? Did that add so much? Oh wait.
Did your power priorities turn off your FSD booster?
No.
I got nothing.
Wait. How much does this increase mass? It's just grade 3. I don't think it would add that much.
Are you armoring it?
Yeah. 2.8 tons. Maybe should not do that. Okay. Overcharged it is then.
Overcharged thermal vent? Or thermal spread, sorry.
Yeah, problem is now I'm lacking the materials to re-add the experimental.
Oh, remember
no,
you
something
can
else is wrong. That did not change my... oh yeah, no it did. Back to 48. Because it dropped below 40 light years when I just did that.
oh, that's
Yeah.
problematic.
Yeah, it is. Okay,
What are you
so
flying?
Cobra. No. Okay, now I have overcharged grade 1. I just really need the experimental effects. Oh, okay, but
You can stop by Marco on the way.
yeah,
on the way
yeah,
to
I can, but I need to trade some materials first. Question is, what else am I missing? I think nothing really. Oh, I need materials right now. Yeah. Inara. Oh yeah, right. Fargo wanted to check something there. Wanted to see if I'm in the list now. It's a whole lot of more pages than before.
You know, it might be fun for like a few months after this expedition gets back as a beluga only expedition.
Thank you, no.
Well, it'd be funny.
You know what I was thinking if I ever did Perseus 2, then I was thinking about limiting that to superpower faction ships.
Well,
And then most people would show up in cutters and clippers.
Oh yeah, that would be painful. Clipper and cutter would probably be the most popular.
And Curia.
Yeah, courier is good. None of the I mean, people would show up in Corvettes, but none of the other federal piggies would be used at all. Cause
Yeah, all the Alliance ships.
oh god, I don't know. I bring a Type 10.
Yeah, probably would do so as well.
Type 10 is actually a pretty good exploration ship.
Surprisingly, yeah, Henker did DC in Type 10 once it came out. No, I'm not in the list. Alright, okay. Systems and stations. Nearest. I can just use Seoul because Sirius is just right next to it. Material trader. Oh, there is one in Sirius for manufactured.
Oh, that makes it easy.
Okay, wait. to check what I actually need. So what was that? What was my shield? So what I wanted to increase. Do I have my build open somewhere? Yeah. So it's supposed to come out at 48.45 light years.
That's about what I get without a booster.
Oh, I charged grade 1 thermal vents. Oh yeah, the armor. Completely forgot about my armor. Strip down, lightweight. Oh, that build
Wait.
is still using the prismatics. I don't have those. Just adjust that. No, I'm using high cap. It's actually more. Do I have drag drives or strip down on my engines? No, I've stripped down. Yeah, it's probably better. I don't really need that much speed. It's only gonna destroy me faster.
And you're pretty good at doing that yourself, huh?
Oh, and
You don't need help.
my FSD is not completely grade 5 yet. I need to use remote workshop for that as well.
That might make a difference.
So I need not that, not that, not that, not that. Power plant. No, not. Can't think. Oh wait, no, yeah, power plant was correct. If we experimented. Frame shift. Where's the drive? Oh, there. Oh, that was it. Okay. Yeah, the duty is looking good. Yeah, of course, because I prepared that. Shopping list. Shopping list. Shopping list. Shopping list. Okay. So, shopping list. Oh, my deplating is also not complete. Actually, a few things that I'm missing now.
I'm missing my marbles.
Your marbles.
Yeah. I believe I lost them some time ago.
I need to hit all 3 different material traders. Wow, what a joy. 61 Signy. Hey, does that system sound familiar?
I was just there.
Yeah.
Alright, where are you hiding?
I'm just
there we
plotting
are.
now. I'm down below. I've been there before. Probably for the same reason.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. Departure authorized.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, I can probably leave out the encoded one. This would just be one roll. Don't think that's gonna make the difference.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Who's pinging me?
Oh, that's the wrong map.
Oh, Rebecca Lansing.
Fuel scooping.
B5C. No, I'm gonna go B5A for Idrium. Site 1.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Ugh.
But you know what? If it actually is possible to fit multiple fuel scoops, then that would make the Beluga much more attractive to me.
I don't know if it is. It's certainly worth a test. Take all of like 5 minutes and a outfitting screen to figure out.
Yeah.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Fucking. I need a new joystick.
Fuel scooping.
Should really save up for one of those Verpals or something.
Hmm.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Because my joystick is incapable of sitting still and letting my ship go straight.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, it's not incapable, it just takes about 5 minutes of fiddling and plugging and unplugging and general abuse. I mean, it's a $30 joystick that I've had for like 6 or 7 years, so...
Yeah, okay. But still, you need something to control your ship. God damn it.
For the most part, it's fine.
I mean, if
Like,
nothing else works, you can always use mouse and keyboard, so...
I can't. I have never used mouse and keyboard for this game, and I do believe I am incapable of switching.
Oh, okay. Well, when I would have to do that, I would just use the same layout that Star Citizen uses, because I'm used to that.
Request and enjoy your stay. Access granted. You are go for approach to pad 4.
I will attempt to withhold any comments I may have about Star Citizen.
Well, right now, I'm just waiting for the next update.
Let me put it this way. I hope to hell they make a fantastic game, and I hope it comes soon. However, I am not holding my breath, because it's been longer than Elite Dangerous has been in development.
Yep, that's true. But the most annoying part is that it's... Well, for one, the regular wipes, so you have to start all over again always. And then... Okay, they did improve the respawn thing now with the new medical ship. But there's just 2 ships in the game right now that you can use for respawning. And yeah, it just needs the persistence that you can, you know, if you log out somewhere in space, I don't know, that when you log back in again, that you're there again, and not respawn at a station. So it's just really annoying. Or when you can log out from your ship's bed. That does exactly that. That when you re-log in, you just spawn very rare in your bed, in your ship.
It sometimes works.
But your cargo is not saved.
Oh gosh, so you spend a bunch of UEC on a bunch of expensive stuff to make a run, and then something crops up and you have to run IRL.
Yeah.
And they remember that you spent money on it.
That is the big
but they
problem.
Don't remember where it is.
Also when the server crashes, you're just back at the station.
Lovely.
That's so annoying. And you lose all your cargo. So once they fixed that and it actually becomes viable to trade and really make money, then it's gonna be a good game. Alright, Material Trader.
I'm actually currently in the alpha for another game called Dual Universe that is possibly more ambitious in some regards than Star Citizen. But instead of carefully building everything and curating it, they're just letting the players do that by giving them a building system not unlike Minecraft or Space Engineers, but vastly more complex, using voxels. So you're building with voxels, kind of like there's been one other game that did that successfully, which was Landmark, I believe. And so you're building with voxels. There's a really in-depth industry system for building the elements, which are non-voxel parts that do specific things, like engines for spaceships or like stuff like that. Engines, wings. One of the functions things might have is looking pretty. Yeah, there's a bunch of industry units are all elements. So the idea is you can build whatever's in your imagination in it. The only limit is how many people you can convince to help you because you want to build a Death Star for no particular reason.
Okay.
And I am completely convinced after playing the game in its alpha state that on release it's going to be entirely possible to build something that looks like something the size of the Death Star that looks right and all that. But it's probably also going to take a long time and a lot of resources.
Yeah,
and won't be able to
probably.
blow up planets.
Also, what looked really interesting is space engineers. Because I've seen that you can build trains there.
Space engineers, I have over 1,000 hours in that game, and I probably won't put any more into it because,
I mean, 1,000 is a lot.
yeah, but they don't fix the way the developer ends up fixing issues is always more detrimental, I guess. So like they had an issue, so they were having issues with multiplayer servers that had lag issues caused by people getting ambitious and building fantastic things. So their solution to that was to limit the size and number of things you can build with a system that gives you a certain number of points, and each particular block has different points values, and the most expensive ones, of course, are weapons.
I just got the warning: frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits in Sirius.
Oh.
It's a classic. An NPC was flying into the cones of a white dwarf.
Oh.
That's funny. You only get the Covers, by the way. You don't get the displayed message in the info panel. Just hear your Covers saying that.
That's funny. But yeah, space engineers, they basically said, oh, you came here to build big ships, but because we can't figure out our server stuff, you can't build big ships.
Yeah, okay, that is stupid.
Well, you can, it's just that's all you can do is build a really huge shell. You can't put stuff in it. Like, you have the same number of points as everyone else. And then they had a problem with people's bases getting offline rated. So they added this whole big thing, and it's like an impervious shield that as long as you feed it enough power and shield tokens, that's literally what they're called, it will be 100% impenetrable to anybody. There's no way of taking it down. It's just, yeah, there you go. You're screwed if you want to attack them. There's no downtime. You have to rely on the other person running out of power.
That's completely bullshit.
Yeah, and if you ram your ship into it, it throws your ship out. If you shoot at it, nothing happens. It's literally just impenetrable. And then they also added an economy system that's stupid easy to game. Yeah, so it did, like, they had an issue with people not ever getting into fights because they didn't have to, because resources are everywhere. And instead of solving the root issue, they just made resources harder to find without changing the fact that you're in an infinite universe. You can just look for longer and you'll find it. It doesn't make it more scarce, it just makes it more annoying. And yeah, it's a cool game. You can do a lot with it. That said, me and the guys I played it with kind of figured out how to cheese the system, and we now have ships that can't be beat by mortal means, and weapons that can fire across hundreds of kilometers and stuff like this, and all using game mechanics and stuff. It's hilarious. No, the one dude I play with a lot, he's in a server hosted by somebody, and
Power plant capacity exceeded.
the people have stopped. Like he has an open challenge. Like anyone can come and fight me. I have all these resources. You can have them all if you can defeat me. And everyone's given up on defeating him just because. Yeah. Well, they have welders, which is like a block you can place and it will build stuff, either from a blueprint or from, like, you put down a block and then you can go weld it and finish it up. But you can use these to repair your blocks as well. So he builds ships with welders strung up around the inside of the ship and fed with materials, so that when the ship takes damage, the welder just sort of fixes it back up immediately.
Wow.
So people come at him and like shoot away at him, and they didn't think to do this, so their ships are just kind of like one layer of armor that doesn't repair itself, and oh well. Meanwhile, they make this massive attack run at him with something covered in turrets, and they do damage, and the damage gets fixed, and then his turrets blow their turrets off, and oh well. It's kind of funny. People tend to learn, though. But yeah, having played both Space Engineers and Dual Universe, Dual Universe is already, at least in my mind, a better game, even in its current alpha state. It's still missing a lot of features that are, and you know, on full release in about a year, it's gonna have them all. But
I'm not really sure what game I would get next. Perhaps Halo Reach. So I want to
get the Halo collection for PC because I played the original Halo Combat Evolved. I still have it on one of my computers. But that's the only one they ever released for PC. But now they're coming out with more of them, and I'm kind of excited to play through them.
Yep. I want to play them with a friend. Just don't know when yet. And then there's Satisfactory, it's kind of on my to-buy list, which I also don't know when.
Oh yeah.
So there's just still so much more to do in Factorio.
You ever play Kerbal Space Program?
No, I bought it, but I haven't launched it once yet. Cause you heard that?
Come on, dude.
I heard about the second one. I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna get the second one, man.
You gotta play the first one.
I don't have enough time to play everything that I want. That's the main problem.
Yeah, I hear you there. But KSP, I don't know how many hours I have in that, because most of them weren't spent in the Steam version, because you can pull it out of Steam and play it on your own computer and mod the shit out of it. And I tend to keep the one in the Steam files unmodded, just for safety's sake, you know. Just in case some mod has some game-breaking bug in it. But yeah, I have to have spent at least 2,000 hours playing that game, just tweaking this and that and making explosions and occasionally
but
succeeding.
I saw the features of the second one and just immediately thought, oh, it's gonna be so much better. Like if
I don't know. I
interstellar
think the first
travel-
one and the second one are gonna be able to coexist quite happily together. I don't think they're mutually exclusive.
I think
Just
so.
because the second one offers a lot that the first one doesn't, but the first one still has a lot that the second one probably won't have.
Really?
Yeah, for one, the sheer amount of mod support.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm just for now looking at the vanilla versions.
Yeah. No, but you know, the first one is probably going to end up being a lot more basic, but it's going to be able to teach you the same things. Yeah, it's a deceptively complex game.
Okay,
For all
there
its-
was one thing that I was really interested in terms of mods for the first one. So I asked someone about it. That you can actually completely program your flight paths and so on. And just
Oh yeah,
if you set
Kerbal
everything,
OS.
if you set everything up correctly, it just do all what it's supposed to do
Yeah,
automatically.
KOS. I've never played with that because for me, programming is black magic.
I like to
But-
automate stuff. That's also why I like Factorio so much. It's just so cool if it works out. And you can just sit back and watch it and be amazed.
Yeah, no, like they have a mod that you can literally program sequences into the thing and then just run program and it'll do the thing. Scott Manley, the kind of the go-to YouTuber for that, shows a physics drive that uses the pumping of resources from one container to another to provide infinite thrust in the game because the game doesn't model the mass flow between the things.
Wow.
So he's got this thing. He's got two spinning things with program pumping things between tanks on the ends of the spinning things, and he spins them in opposite directions to cancel the torque. But then because he has the mass moving rearward, right? He's pushing against the mass moving rearward, and then pumps it, and it doesn't. Just the way it works, he gets a net forward thrust that you wouldn't get in real life, just because they don't have that much fidelity on the physics system. But it's kind of funny. And he did that with that Kerbal operating system, that mod you were talking about.
I'm kind of hoping that after this expedition, I'll get a few more months of quote-unquote free time.
Right, free.
So, so I can, take a break from Elite, perhaps, depending on what kind of content the feed carriers actually bring. Check out
By
some
content,
more
you
other
mean
games. What did you say?
By content, you mean bugs?
That too. Well, yeah.
I'm kind of skeptical about fleet carriers. Like, it has the possibility of being really cool, but you just never know.
Yeah, I'm just at this point where I just want to know more about that,
Yeah,
so I can get a better picture. And supposedly in about 2 weeks, we will get more information.
oh, exciting.
Yeah, we are planning to do a 24-hour charity stream. Right about when we hit waypoint 3. And they said after that, so that's probably either Monday or Tuesday after that, I suppose, we'll get more info.
Probably a Tuesday, because FDev likes Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah, and yeah, on the 22nd, I can't actually make the main meetup because I'm gonna be part of a world record attempt on most people in a multi-world randomizer of Ocarina of Time. So
Oh.
far, 200 are signed up, and they capped it at 200, but they probably increase the cap to 255 at some point if everything works well. So that's gonna be crazy, and two big-ish streamers are gonna be part of that too. Like for example, Spike Vegeta. So everyone who watches SGDQ or AGDQ should know him.
Which is why I don't, I assume.
Yeah, because he's the guy who's doing a lot of the interviews there. So I'm kinda excited about that. Right, so experimental facts from a spread.
Oh, Crystal Forest, where are you? You're supposed to be
It's
here.
that done. Flown so far just for that. Oh, Lunar Vanderwood came online.
Oh, it pops into existence at 3.5 kilometers, that's cool.
Oh, so only my cargo hatch is turned off now. That's perfect. Everything else is powered at the same time. Bah. So I'm still missing my shield booster
This is just
experimental.
dead flat
Yeah,
here.
my shield booster experimental and my my armor engineering. So where's Celine? Here we go. You're getting
I'm
there.
gonna take a few minutes to shove food in my face.
Okay.
I'll mute
fun.
myself so you don't have to hear that.
Ship restraints disengaged. Commence departure.
I think I'm gonna do it as well after the stream.
Drive charging.
When I'm done here.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Da 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 da.
Frameshift drive charging.
That's looking fairly good on a jump range. Almost 49.
4, 3, 2,
Ugh. Okay, can get something to drink.
disengaged.
I guess that's time to stalk Discord a bit.
Okay, I'm back.
It was quick.
Well, I'd already made the sandwiches. I just needed to inhale them.
Hmm. Alright, engineer bases without far out. That's annoying.
Yeah, I don't like those ones.
Oh, do I actually have more squadron applications? Oh yeah.
I wonder if there's a Yttrium song like the Polonium song.
Binary moons. Or is it planets? I think it's planets.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh, that's the one where the marker is actually off.
LAC Delta Romeo November. Commencing automated flight.
Marker's
before
off?
routine. Please observe
Yeah.
docking protocols.
By like 2 kilometers.
Access granted. Proceed
Oh.
to landing pad 06.
I mean, look at my stream.
I'm
Landing gear deployed.
trying to drive.
Oh.
No, I'm trying to drive my SRB.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Well,
I had a piece of yttrium fall down. I'm probably gonna make myself a Kingfisher case. Screw it. There's plenty more here.
yeah. That's what I thought as well.
It's just annoying. It fell down in this like cluster of like things.
Complete. Engaging ship restraints. Your arrival has been noted.
Right where you can't get an SRV. Now if I could get out and mosey over there, be a different story, but Lord Braben hasn't seen fit to give me legs yet, so I must fly where'er I go.
Alright. That's my armor. Now, who is the closest engineer that can apply sheep booster experimentals?
I don't know. I don't think many engineers do shield booster stuff.
Let's take a look at Inara. Can the Dread do that? No. Felicity Farsi could. Oh, Didi is actually closer. It's my second visit to her today. What the hell? Really though? They're not applying experimental? Oh, I did. Oh no! Oh, okay, I'm done.
Yay!
Um,
You serious right now?
yeah.
Oh, not you.
Oh.
For a moment, I thought my chunk of yttrium had landed on top of one of these stupid fumaroles.
Just checking my SRV paint jobs. Alright. They're looking good. Then I can head out to... Woo!
I haven't purchased any SRV paint jobs.
Look who's here. Commander Whitman. Um... I'm heading to base camp.
Ship restraints.
My
still
final
shooting
my
yttrium
final
out of the
jump
trees.
range is 48.76.
Yeah, it's pretty decent for a
Yes, it
Cobra.
is.
that's respectable, right?
Whoa, my cover's fucked up.
Man, I should have tried the
I just
The
checked
mine
my
trick.
SRV library. Why did it change my Cover's language for the main ship now? What the hell?
Engaging automated
Uh,
flight control.
Lord Braven is blessing you. Can you just
It's in Spanish now.
you should not question it, you should just learn Spanish.
I did have Spanish in school, but it didn't work out too well.
Well, this is a sign from Braven himself.
Complete.
Oh no, it's English again. What the hell? It just changed mid-flight.
Disengaged.
It's just one jump and it's back to English. Jeez.
I like the fluffy, cuddly looking ones much better than the spiky little caltrop looking ones. Yeah, so apparently if you come by the crystal forest and just drop a bunch of mines into it, it knocks all the things off, and you can just drive around and pick them up. So that's fun.
Hmm.
I'm afraid one of these things is going to give me a flat tire on my SRV.
Orbital flight engaged.
Well, of course you fall amongst the things where I can't get at it. Hatch. I mean, you thought I couldn't get at it. I have SRV driving skills.
Do you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I mean, kinda. I mean, I did just conquer that villainous piece of yttrium that tried to escape me.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh yeah, the site is actually...
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, 3 more little doohickeys ought to do it.
Haha! I landed in the middle of all these guys.
Nice. Taking your ship to the ship wash?
A white Luna appeared, and someone else too.
What astronomical body is the meetup on?
Tethys.
Is that in the Sol system?
Yeah, it's the moon of Saturn.
Oh. I'm not so up on my Saturn moons because there's about 500 million of them.
Yeah, and it's only 4 in game.
Wow.
See an eagle and a DBX.
Alright, I'm gonna take a screenshot of where this frickin' little shitty piece of stuff decided to land. You might have to strain your eyes a little. What's it? Who's it?
No, it's a it's not a DBX, it's a DBS. The Scout! It's 0 axis. Nice. Okay. Gonna stop my stream.